I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the broken that's inside. I am light. I am light. The mistakes that I made, or any other things that caused me pain. I'm not the pieces of a dream. Meanwhile, I'm glad you could get over here, and we're gonna get into that. I'm well aware of that, and I'm about to give y'all context clues what I'm talking about. How I know. Okay, let me play my song though. I'm not the color where I'm not the skin outside. I am not my age. I am not the place. My soul inside. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, I am light. I am divinity divine. I am the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. And light. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Sorry, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. And shout out to Yusuf because me and Yusuf been talking for a long time. And I was always asking him like, why? Because he knows I got out the Christian religion a long time ago. And I was like, one thing I can never get over is the music. And he sent me this song. And I'm a fan of India Ari, and I never heard that song. So shout out to Yusuf for that. But yeah, that was embarrassing. I'm not okay, Sassy. See, unlike you, I can admit when I'm embarrassed and move on. Are you gonna let talent? When you gonna stop letting talent embarrass you? I don't know. I don't know. But that was so embarrassing. Do you see how he tried to play me, guys? So unlike Sassy, I'm gonna be really transparent. Okay, it's easy for me to say like I knew this and I knew that, da da this and da da that. It's easy for me to say that. But I'm one of those people like I need it. I need you to make a hard line in the sand. I don't know if it's the Pisces in me that I'll be like, I'm probably reading too much into things because a lot of times when I be like, you know what, fuck you and fuck that, it turns around like it was me, it wasn't them. I was reading too much into things. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that more than anything else that be telling me to tell people like, you know what, uppity chill, read this, not even read the room so much as read the situation. So he just tried to gaslight me, as I all saw. And then he even tried to say, like, oh, uppity, don't abuse your mind stick. He made all of these fucking rules and situations, which was weird because everything he said can easily be applied to the people he gave mind stick to. Everything he said don't apply to uppity. It applied to Ness. It applied to Dear Stud. Those two I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then he even had a mod in the chat talking about some Cash App Lemon. Fuck out of here, bitch. What I look like? Lemon said he not gay, right? Why would I give my man hard work money to Lemon? That don't make sense at all. So you're really fucking up. And actually, please. So, oh, wait a minute. Give me that. No. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Not over here trying to waste our good black soap. No. Anyway. Yeah, Nala's already, her back is already done. But yeah. So everything he said to me, it didn't make sense due to the minds he had. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. And y'all never know uppity to be sensitive. And he gonna talk about some, he don't know me to be a mod. You're a motherfucking liar. That part. I'm a mod in a couple places, but I could be a mod more places. I just like mod is not for me, you know? Because I am a self-absorbed person. I could be on YouTube and you know, I won't be nowhere. Nyla, please stop that. I could be on YouTube and nowhere near the B sector. Just because you see my light don't know me I'm in the B sector. And yeah. And she got like 30 minutes left, so she gonna be screaming. Anyway. All right, Nala. But yeah, he literally tried me. And then he was saying weird shit like Molly caught it but Molly, I caught that shit. He was like, I'm gonna want full custody and I'm gonna leave her with food stamps and 1K. What? What are you talking about? That was very low and underhanded. Let me find out. Let me have the same content as Voodoo ass. Yeah, he singled me out. Right. Very shady. Very shady. I caught that shit too. Facts. And then he gonna try to play in my face like, nigga, please. Please. So basically, you're using ad hominems. Here the shot go. Anyway, he's using underhanded compliments and basically shade. And he kept saying over and over for his excuse. Oh, I'm gonna take full custody. Who took full custody of you? Because they didn't do a good job. My son would never. Okay? My son don't have a cash app. That's why y'all be killing me when y'all be calling people autistic. My autistic son ain't begging none of you bitches for shit. I'm not calling y'all bitches, but you know what I mean? Y'all went over to his channel and he ain't asked y'all for a goddamn thing, did he? And then he had a mod talking about something, pay him. Why the fuck would I pay a mod stick for like if I'm going let me go in the bathroom because Nala is not gonna let me live. She gonna keep screaming every time I say a word. This girl is her daddy's child. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I had to go away from Nala because she was gonna scream every time I talk. I promise you. So anyway, yeah, your reads. And let me tell you this, Lemon. Your reads wasn't hitting because I've always had custody of all my kids. No, none of my kids' dads had full custody. Only one of them even tried. You know what I'm saying? And he only wanted with 50%. He did all of that and wanted with 50%. He could have got that from the start. It wasn't even. It wasn't even nothing. You know, it wasn't. It wasn't a big deal. That part. You know. But like my son, y'all pursued my son. What you will notice is that my son has grown. Like I bring my kids up in a bubble. So that's why you would never get 50% limit because your mother should have had 100% custody of you if she didn't have 100% custody of her loins. Cause I can't even procreate with a nigga that's sassy. Ain't no nigga I procreated with is sassy. I can say what I want about my son's father, but what I can't call him is a sassy ass nigga. You will never catch my son's father saying anything negative about me. Not on a court paper, not on a social media site. None of that shit. So I deal with grown ass men. It ain't going without price. He has. He really has. What you said, Joy Queen? What you said? But I gotta realize I didn't know Lemon when he first came here. Cause just like he was stuck over at Sir King, I was over at Wally. And Wally did not allow anybody that didn't show themselves on his platform on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in the B sector since Collins. So Talent, he could keep his wrench. He could keep that shit. I was being facetious. I didn't really want to win. And I'm watching what I say because like I'm appreciative of my mods and I don't want to come out my face in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching what I say about what this mod thing was. And I meant what I said, Brianna. I really don't need a mod stick. You know what I'm saying? Like VS shoved the mod wrench in my head. Like VS shoved a mod stick in my hand. And I told her to take that shit and shove it up her stink ass pussy, according to Sirius Bayless, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like mods should be people who fuck with you, who rock with you, and therefore is no need for none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, like we tell, oh uppity, where your moms? Where your moms? My moms be here. But at the end of the day, my mom's got a life. I don't expect them to be every time I go live here, my beck and motherfucking call. And at the best I could do is give them like a little stipend. It's not like it's gonna change their life or help their bills, you know? So your mom should fuck with you hard body, you know? And I can't do that for Lemon. So he's right not to give me a mod stick. Cause it is what it is. But he's been trying me on like he was like, Max Boogie, you about to get a mod stick with no question. And she only gave him a mod stick to hate on me. Like he's a weird ass nigga. He's starting out wrong, just like Voodoo. Just because you say you don't like black women, don't mean you ain't showing it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. That's why I don't do internet dating. I don't get these internet niggas. They go my mod. Exactly. And I already know. All my mods, and I'm pretty sure it's like the rest of y'all with mods. We have a connection. You know what I'm saying? We have a connection. Sometimes our connection don't last for long. Sometimes it lasts for years. You never know. But I ain't tripping. They ain't at all. I swear to God. I'm on a full. You know what? That part, I already knew that though. I knew that. But I was hoping that he would bring something new. Like you can't. If you know what's I heard a good saying like if you can't be used, you're useless. You know? Exactly. Heavy shade and can't even sit in it. That's crazy. And he's sitting here making excuses for what he's saying. Like, we know what you said. You're not even being slick. You're not even smart slick. Like, child, I wish the shade was a little bit better. And then look at his guest though. So he did all of that. I don't know. Maybe he thought that he was gonna butter me up to be his guest behind the scenes, so he could do his big one when I got on the stage. But that ain't happened for him, did it? Not daughter. Talent. It's more like boo. Okay, I want you to say boo. Bodyguard. You ain't know I know. Nuts as fuck. You can't believe it. I can't. And that's like, I know it was meant for uppity. I know it was meant for me. Because when he kept, like, I in the chat was really thinking I was going to be behind his scene. No, 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 no. He been playing himself. And I noticed that. That's why I said, no, no, no. Get your behind the scene bitch. Yeah, he was. But I don't really know him, so I can't. Old ass shit that's not even relevant is not true. You're right. And then he's talking about big something, little something. Everybody know I used to call Big Rico, not the little Rico. But he doesn't have no originality, so he has to copy off of me. And the reason why I used to say Big Rico, not the little Rico, is because I wanted y'all to know Rico the Brat, but apparently they both little Ricos. So when I used to say Big Rico, not the little Rico, it was because I wanted y'all to know I was talking about Rico the Brat and not Rico the other one. So because there's two different Ricos. So he has no originality. He doesn't even have a motherfucking team. And that was shown. Like, he brought the fucking runt of the beat sector. That's not even beat sector. Hey, Hypnotic. How did you need her to help you set up StreamYard? How did you need her? And you claim that Ness and all these people was helping you behind the scene. Sir King got whole fucking infomercials that he made up for himself. Why he didn't help him? The fuck? He finally did his big ones, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, he gonna apologize, but I'm not gonna accept it. Yeah, Burberry said hi. But that was so weird to me. And then the fact that he thought he was really doing his big one, that's what made it weird. Like, you did all of that to have dragons as a guest. And the fact that you try to literally build it up. And I'm pretty sure he was hitting up people on Instagram while he called herself building it up. He was hitting up Ness on the back end. He was hitting up everybody he who gave him his Instagram or their number. And then he wanted to have a big guest. But your big guest is dragons, I guess. And if he really feel like I'm jealous or of the situation in general or her, that's weird. I didn't know that. When I seen Lemons, he was cursing out like other men. I never seen him curse on nobody in their 70s. I did. Because y'all know I'm against that. Even when women do it. Like, I would ignore a elder before I curse them out. Right. Hey, Elboo. He was on her stream. Well, he owed me because I gave him notoriety. If he owed dragons for that, like, when people see dragons, they're gonna leave. That part, meanwhile, that part. I feel like he's going off of cash apps. It got to be cash apps. His mods don't make no sense. Oh, he had enough experience. He had enough experience on this panel with dragons. You know exactly who that is. Nobody can. That's why she changed her name every 2 to 3 weeks. Annoying. Like, it don't matter what sector she's around, she's annoying. She doesn't have a cognitive thought in her fucking life. Like, she doesn't have any cognitive thoughts. What I think he thought was gonna happen, I think he thought he was gonna gaslight me and thinking like, because he does have a nice voice. I'm not gonna lie about that. He has a very nice voice. But at the end of the day, y'all know I don't do online dating. I need to see if you got a six pack. I need to see if you got 9 inches. I need to see all of this. Like some women get bothered by if you circumcised or not. I'm not. I'm more concerned with if you have a six pack, you're at least starting out with 9 inches, and you have seniority on your job because I'm 43. So you should have been well advanced in your career at this point. Or or even if you left your job or started a new one, I damn sure ain't dealing with no nigga on entry level pay. What the fuck I look like? I don't even want a nigga playing about an Obama phone with me. I do. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I do. That's why he can never bother me, Purple Peace. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think that he thought I was really invested and I wasn't. Yeah, respect is everything. Respect is everything. I know some women, they got an issue with like a turtleneck. I know that. I mean, if you're not clean, obviously, it's not like I'm dating niggas that's like noble. I don't date niggas like noble. Like they take plenty of baths. But when you, yeah, you gotta start out at least 9 inches. But when you're dealing with, because I have a preference for Caribbean men. A lot of them, they have a different thing. Like in New York, like, well, I'm gonna say New York City, but I guess in the United States, automatically they circumcise you. But it's not the same all over the world. You know that, right? So, and being that I've been dealing with like Caribbean men since my early 20s, it's something I'm accustomed to. But as long as they're not dirty, it's really not a big thing. It's no difference. I don't see a difference. Let me be shallow. Let me be shallow. I don't care. But I'm serious. Let me tell you something. Quick story time. I had this guy, right? Y'all know my type. He looked like my type. He didn't look like these guys all have the same look, but they don't necessarily look alike. So think about Bryce from Group Theory, Blair Underwood, Lance Gross. They all could be in the same family, but they don't look alike. You get what I'm saying? They could be in the same family. They look like they related, but they don't look alike. So that's always been my type. So let's go back. Okay. So this time, I think I was like, how old was I? I was either 19 or 20. I can't really recall. It was 19 or 20. Now, this guy, if you're from New York City, you already know. Harlem has many different areas. There's uptown, there's downtown, blah, blah, blah. I just know he was from the west side of Harlem, from what I can remember. He's from the west side of Harlem. Very cute, very nice looking guy. Very nice looking guy. Um, I'll say average height. And he actually grew his hair out. So his hair was like a short curly afro. Like a short, like a little short curly afro. Really cute. He used to drive a nice ass car. I could see a car and I could think it's cute, but I really won't know the name. Unless you one of those cars that like, you know what I'm saying? You got a certain, I don't know. But he had a nice car. And it was expensive. I forgot what the car was. It wasn't a Mercedes though. Because I can remember Mercedes by the steering wheel. But anyway, his penis was so fucking small. It was ridiculous. And I'll never forget. I'll never forget. Back in those days, I used to like to have what you call like adventurous sex. Like I like to have sex in places like you could possibly get caught in. It was like the thrill of getting caught or whatever. So I just say all that to say because I know y'all like to troll people. I'm not watching the comments, so hi to anybody. Um, so we was in, I don't know if it was his people house or my people house. No, it was his people, and they had like the girl just moved in. Don't judge me, but the kids wasn't there. They wasn't there. They just moved in or whatever the case may be. And he came over there to give her some money or whatever the case may be. It was her first apartment, da da da. I ain't gonna say his profession. So the girl asked him, could he sit and watch the apartment for her? Blah blah blah. So when she left, we went into like one of the rooms or whatever, and there was like a bunk bed, and I had, you know, those bunk beds where like they used to have like the bars like on the bottom of it. Like it used to literally have like, I don't think they make them like that no more. They used to like have, it was like the plywoods, like it was bars or bricks, whatever it was called. I tried to put my leg almost all the way to the top one, and I still couldn't feel nothing. Like I felt nothing at all. Nothing at all. Absolutely not. And I was like, and this was our first time. So I'm like, this is weird. And mind you, he's only the second guy I ever slept with in my life. Only the second guy. So I'm like, this, I don't feel shit. Like, what is going on? And then I thought it was me. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was me. So anyway, but like I said, he was really handsome, really cute, nice car, money. So I said, okay. That's the only reason why we eventually visited the second time. So the second time we went to this nice ass hotel in Jersey, whatever the case. I think it was it, I don't no, it wasn't Jersey City because we drove out further than that. I think we was in his car. So we drove out like an hour or two, but we was in Jersey. And we went to this nice ass hotel. I'll never forget. And at that point, I saw I saw it. And I'm one of those people, you know how you like I was raised right. So I'm not gonna be in some part of Jersey I've never been at, and we drove so many hours to get to. I don't. So anyway, I saw it on her, and I was like, "Oh, it wasn't me; it was him." Like, so that's why I came up with that thing. Like, the first guy I ever slept with, that was about his that was about his size. So ever since then, I've been on my bullshit. Like, you gotta at least be 9 inches because, like, all that other shit ain't gonna matter because he was cute as fuck. When I say he was fine as fuck, he had money, nice car, and like we didn't even get too far, and it was all because of me. Every time he hit me up after that, like after that night, I was like, I understand some people say it's about how you rock the boat. To me, it's a size matter. I never got that saying, and I can't get into it. So ever since then, that's how I started it out. So that's how I know, like, you got to at least be 9 inches. So that's where I personally started it from. I don't know what I, you know what I'm saying? No. My first was 9 inches. The second guy, I don't know how many inches he was, but it was horrible, horrible. And and when I met him, I was like, I was not this size. I was like a size like, Mm, I was between a size 8 and 10. Some pants, like the smallest size I could fit, like at the time that I met him, the smallest pants I could fit into was a size 8. But sometimes I would wear a size 10. Just to give you like that's back in my Sergio Valente days. Remember those Sergio Valente jeans? Those was my shits. You know what I'm saying? I used to stop traffic in them, but what I was saying is that's my time. Like I was between a size 8 and 10. You know, pick whatever you want to pick. But the first time I'm just telling you, the first time we had sex, we had sex or whatever. It was at his one of his family members' house, and then like I said, it was a bunk bed, and it was old. It was old school. This was back in 1999 or 2000, one of the 2 years. I'm not sure. So anyway, yeah, it was those old bunk beds. You know those bunk beds? They used to have like the plywoods underneath, like for the bunk bed on top. You see like the plywood or like that little bar. Like I had my foot like you know how the head of the bed, whatever you want to call the head or foot of the bed, my legs all the back. I couldn't feel shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was weird. It was weird. I was like, oh. I thought it was me. But like, you know how some guys want to be like, oh, maybe you're no, 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 no. He was the second guy I slept with in my whole life. Second guy. Hadn't even had sex for like that long or whatever. Second guy. So that's why I say that. Well, they were still popular in the 90s. I was born in 80. I was born in 1980 exactly. No, it was the late 90s. Well, I don't care. It looked good on me. I don't care when it comes to clothes. I go by what fits me the best. You know. I know I used to kill them Sergio Valente jeans and the short, but I think it was new because I remember when they came out the Sergio Valente shorts. Remember the Sergio Valente shorts that they had? It was supposed to like leave half your butt cheek hanging, but I never wore the ones that leave like that's how it was supposed to be shaped for. But I always bought them like a size bigger so that my butt cheek wouldn't be hanging out. So it was just under. But my dad and my uncles, they still didn't appreciate that shit. They embarrassed the hell out of me when I tried to go outside of them one day. I ain't gonna never forget that. So I never wore them again. But I always wore the jeans though. No, I'm 43. I ain't got to lie about it. Like I said, I don't know. I was born in 1980, so I don't know. I always tell my real age. I ain't got nothing to hide. But yeah, that's why I came for that now. Yeah, I am. I've always said that. I never hid that. I never hid that. I am. I'm 43. I'll be 44 in March. Yeah, but that shit was funny. But that's why I get the 9 inches from. Quick story time for y'all, because that shit was like crazy. So I know, like, I don't care. Like, he had money. He was, when I tell you he was fine as fuck, he was fine as fuck. Woo. Luckily, maybe that's why, like, I've never really been into pictures because that would probably be so messy of me. But I wouldn't do that no way. If I was to show y'all him, like, nice ass car. Nice ass car. Nice. I actually had been to his apartment before, but we never did nothing there. But it was just like at that time in my life, I used to like places like I used to just like places like that. So that was just my kind of thing. So it wasn't before they start trolling me. Oh, you can't go to his apartment. No, I've been to his apartment. He has a nice ass apartment. He had money, but I just couldn't even do it. At that time, I wasn't thinking like some of you heathens. I was like, because I was always thinking like, leave for somebody better, because that wasn't gonna work. Right, right. And not tonight, but I'm gonna tell you another story time about one day when I learned like you can't even trust tall guys. Like some niggas be tall for nothing. It's ridiculous. But I have a whole story time about that. That was so crazy. Right. But he didn't even have really legal money. So it's okay. For all I know, I could have been in the feds right now, fucking with his ass. But I was in my young days, so Cappy Queen is in here. Hey boo. Oh hey Queen. Happy King. Cappy Queen. Sorry. I was running my mouth, so sorry for anybody I missed. Yeah, didn't you too? I used to love them Sergio Valentes. I can't fit them no more. You know how much if you own Sergio Valentes, let me tell you something. If y'all own some Sergio Valentes and they in good condition, y'all should see how much people are paying for them online right now. I lie not to you. Google that shit. I wish I still had my Sergio Valentes. I wish I would never gave them, and I actually gave them to people when I couldn't fit them no more. Ooh, I'm mad about that shit. But if y'all got some Sergio Valentes in good condition, child, they paying big money for them shits right now. Because those are actually good material jeans. Them shits last the end of time, providing you keep your shape. Because Sergio Valentes, once you get past a certain size, they don't fuck with you. Look, I've been past that size. Like once I had my son, I gave them away. But yeah. We was like, oh my God, don't make me get on my. Do you remember? Okay, since y'all want to say that's not true, it's very true. In the late 90s, early 2000. That's when I wore them because I was wearing them before I had kids, but after I was 18. And I had my son in 2003. So that's definitely the case. There's no other time period it could be happening. I'm telling you. And they used to, so they even had the shorts. Remember the shorts? Because the shorts was a big trend. But that's when the girls used to wear the shorts like half of their butt was out and half of them was in the jeans. But I never wore those Sergio Valentes. I always wore them a size bigger because Sergio Valentes, what I like about Sergio Valentes, they had enough stretch in the jeans because I was always like more thick on the bottom, but I always had a tiny waist. So I needed a smaller waist thing. So most of the time, like my jeans would fit baggy on the thighs and fit the waist or fit the thighs, but I can't snap them. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't pull them all the way up. You could order them from any, but I didn't order it. But that was Dallas Barbecue on Nordstrom. But you could order them from any. I seen it online. It's still giving me problems ordering, and I wasted my 1 month free DoorDash because like I can't even. It's not accepting my ID. I don't know why. So what happened was how I got that is because my friend he came to visit and he wanted me to go out to eat with him and his friends. And because he was with people I didn't really know, so I met him over there because he wanted to see. I wanted to see him. He wanted to see me. He don't live in New York City, so what I did was because some of his friends I don't know, some of them I did. So he treated me to take out. That's what. That's how I got that. But they do deliver it. Cause a bunch of people came there to get deliveries. No, it's gonna be well. If you never had deliveries before, the delivery is free. So love ugly love was right about that. It depends on how far you live. So order from the BBQs closest to you because they all look the same. Don't worry about that part. That's how they look for takeout. Trini to the bone. Hey boo. Shit, I hope to find a way y'all can give me another one because that drink was good as fuck. But I'm not going all the way over there all the time. That shit is too far. And the only reason I went and by the time we got there, like by the time we got, I was so mad and shit. By the time we got there, it was snowing and shit when we got off the bus. It was snowing. But he paid my Uber rack, so it didn't matter. I was mad as fuck. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know it was gonna snow. That's what I get for not watching the news. Then that's the one you order from. The closest to your house, the cheaper it is for delivery. Because that's what they say. Because they're gonna charge you something and then the person is gonna want a tip. So I was like, that's the only reason why I signed up, even though my month ain't up yet. The only reason I signed up is because I wanted to see like how much it would charge from like different places and stuff. Cause they keep saying that, and then when I went to the thing, I was trying to ask them to help me, but they wasn't really doing it, and they didn't care because like I wasn't paying for nothing, so they was they didn't care to answer my questions because I wasn't paying for nothing. Yeah, so I was trying to ask them. No, you're good. Don't be promoting your time him out, sweet one. Time him out, please. They're still in here. Don't be trying to promote your shit. Anyway, so yeah, I went to meet him, my best friend, and they wasn't paying me no mind. But for some reason, it's not. But yeah, Liddy City. Sorry. Um, sign up for a free service, and then you can sit there and do it. Like for the alcohol, but for the alcohol, make sure they take your ID. I don't know if it's me or what. I don't know if it's me or what. But they would not take my ID because when you want to order alcohol drinks, you have to have like a ID on the account. But the how you see my food when I did the short, that's exactly how they do it. Bodyguard. But Toya, oh, but it depends on your. Okay, so Toya, can I ask you a question and you can answer in the chat? So let's say that I order a bottle, right? Let's say the bottle was $20, just for math's sake, because I'm not that great at math and I want to make it too complicated. So let's say the store is 5 blocks away from me, and I order a $20 bottle. How much would they charge me to deliver that? Oh yeah, it's already on. Well, I got a king already. I'm not doing no more kings on online. I don't want no more online kings. I don't want no more online kings. Matter of fact, let me block him. You right. They didn't tell me that. That's my spirit. Bye. Anyway, I don't want no more online kings. Like I gotta speak to my first mind. No online dating. Fuck that shit. They got to go. Diabolical. But yeah, so Toya, so that's a math question for you because I'm really mad as hell right now because I really wouldn't need them to deliver much for me because I did hear like it's a killer fee for just using the site, and then on top of that they want a tip. And I've seen specials, but I know they're not lying. Like if they deliver food to you and you don't tip them, they got you on some type of shit like within their own system where they don't pick up your motherfucking food. Like everybody turn you down because you know for not tipping. I'm like, what the fuck? Right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, it depends because like if you order Domino's, they charge you for deliveries. They charge you so much for delivery, but then they turn around and say tips not included. Well, what the fuck is included in all this shit? Like, fuck out of here. Like, I don't get it. That's why I normally don't get food delivered like that. I'd rather somebody like if somebody's like say for instance, if one of my friends is coming down to Brooklyn, I'll be like, oh, can you stop by this place? Da 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 da. I'll meet you at the train. I'd rather walk down to the train station and pick up the food for my friend. Thank you, friend. You know what I'm saying? But even my man, like where he working in Queens, they got this place. They make the best roadies in the fucking world. When I tell you, oh my god, it doesn't matter what type of roadie you want to get. It's so fucking good. That nigga won't fucking go. Like I have to beg him to like literally beg him just to go over there and get that shit. And it's not even that far from his job. Like he could take the bus or walk there. Like if he take the bus, it's like 5 stops maximum. He won't do it. Yeah, they gotta check your ID up. But they won't even let me register my ID on the fucking site. That's the problem for me. Oh wow. Yeah, so I'd rather go to the liquor store. See? That's what I'm saying. I've heard people talk about how much Uber and all that shit costs. So like I said, once this DoorDash shit run out, I'm not gonna use that shit nowhere because I'm not gonna pay all that shit and I could just go locally, you know what I'm saying? Or just plan my day better. Cause that's normally what I do. Like when Nala's at school, and I want to get shit done, I'll plan that shit. I'll Google it and I'll look at the prices and then I'll just like go in my area. The only thing it makes it more difficult me now because I'm in Brooklyn and I'm not familiar with the areas, you know. So sometimes that it's annoying because like if I'm trying to follow the map, I swear to God, I'll be answering Google search like a motherfucker now because sometimes they are confusing. No, you got a sweet one. Don't worry about it, boo. You good. You good. I understand. Oh my God. He got a roadie place by his job. Whew. They like I sounded fat right now, but when I tell you that roadie is so good. Mm. Hey Cole's World. When I tell you that roadie is so freaking good. Mm. Child. It takes like he be acting like I'm asking him to go across the fucking world. His weird ass. So that's what I'm saying. I got a difficult king in real life. I ain't got the time for this weird online bullshit. But sweet when you good, boo, I understand. Trust me. I was on the train earlier when Ugly Love was talking her shit. I'm like, you gonna call the cops on who for what, bitch? Drop that link. Let me tell the cops what you did to me, ho. With your weird ass. But and then the fact that like I probably would have let it go if Ugly Love didn't come online pretending like they gave her a number. Like, girl, you know they ain't give you no motherfucking number. Stop it. People be weird. Not letting me playing the piano. Thank goodness. Yes, I'm telling you. I wish I can't remember the name of the store, and I think he likes the fact that I beg him to do this stuff because he wouldn't even bring me a menu. I was like, can you at least get the menu? Because he know I will work around his ass in a minute. For real. Because my friends be telling me that they be like, oh, this store got this and this and that on sale, blah blah blah. Can you go pick that up for me? And I'll go get it. And then when they get off of work or on their way to work, I'll just meet them at the train. There you go, blah blah blah. That's how we work it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, we know that. She need to cut it out. Yeah, but it's hard to find good roadies. Yeah, he be pissing me off with that one. I love that fucking roadie store. One day I'm gonna go over there. It's just that I just hope I don't get lost because Queens is confusing as fuck. And you know what's so funny? Because I've always heard all my life they always talk about some Manhattan is for stupid people. Because in Manhattan, though, it's straightforward. If you ever visit New York City, if you on 112th Street, the next block is gonna be 113. You're not gonna say 112th Street, then St. Anne's, St. Thomas, St. Cross, then 113. We don't do that in Manhattan. Like Manhattan, Harlem, everything is straightforward. If you see 125th, next street is gonna be 126. If we tell you 125th and 7, you know. Well, there's actually no 6th Avenue, but you know what I'm saying. Like you can go to 5th, Lenox, then 7th. That's the most confusing part, maybe, of Manhattan or Harlem. Any other borough, that shit. Like, and then they got everything looks alike. That'd be the only reason. It is. Queens is confusing as fuck. I promise you. No, it's not an all roadie shop. They sell like all different foods, though. They do. It's a Caribbean. They sell Caribbean foods, but they be having the most varieties of roadies. Like they have the most like not variety I've seen. Like when it comes to variety, and when you go to roadies, usually they have like one or two things, but like they have so many different ones. No, well if you go to Manhattan, you'll be okay. But Queens and the Mother child, you're gonna get lost. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've never had it. I seen the commercial, but I feel like you could go to any what you call it, bodega or corner store and see that because the Muslims own most of the stores. So I'll just show them the video. That's probably one of their brothers, and they'll make it if I wanted it. But they be doing too much in those videos for me. Right, exactly. And then you know what's crazy? My man doesn't know no borough but Queens. But because ever since he came to America, he came to Queens, so he know Queens like the back of his hand. Anywhere else, it's an issue. Well, he don't know it. He quick to say, "Put it in my phone. Put it in my phone." Like you can't. He don't want you to explain the shit to him. He's like, "Put it in my phone." Yet Queens is the most preferred borough. Right. I'm telling you. Also, like, I want to go down there again, but Queens is confusing. Like, even now when I go to Queens, I only go to Walmart. I don't be going like all over Queens. That shit is confusing. Or to my daughter's school because she go to school in Queens, so I go to her school or a Walmart. But other than that, and I haven't been to Walmart in a minute. Exactly. I don't know how people be figuring it out. Oh, Queens was the worst. Ugh. But I was gonna try to move there, but it's even her finding section 8 over there too. Like, damn. What the fuck? But yeah. Queens is the worst. Queens and Brooklyn. I do better in Manhattan than the Bronx. Like I could, even though the Bronx got mad, um, different streets in between and hills. And to me, the Bronx is those hills. It's like everywhere. Like you cannot avoid a hill in the Bronx. Like no matter how, if you try to avoid a hill in the Bronx, you're gonna run into steps. Like what is y'all doing over there? Like it's annoying. I know you know. No, I'm serious. Brooklyn is annoying as fuck. The Bronx is a hill and gully facts. Like the girl. I guess I got too spoiled being growing up in Manhattan and shit. Like, y'all is annoying. And I'm lazy as hell. Like I'm one of those people that take the elevator to the second floor. I don't care how much time I don't care how many times you roll your eyes at me, I'm gonna do it. Like get into it. Yeah. So can you imagine me in the Bronx? Like and that's crazy because that was first my both as a single person and with kids. That was my first apartment for both times. Bronx is crazy though. But you know, they say that the best. They said you're gonna find like the best rent in the Bronx or Staten Island. So I guess the Bronx is about to be overcrowded because ain't nobody trying to go to Staten Island. Mm-mm. But yeah, let me go eat something. I just came here real quick, see what y'all was doing. I'll be seeing y'all on these YouTube streets. Lady, you guys. Mwah. Shout out to my New Yorkers. I'm glad y'all be feeling me. Good night. Chef kisses.